Good morning. Happy Saturday. Okay, once again, filming for YouTube here, streaming on Bigo over there. We're going to do some restorative yin or supported yin. So you'll need a couple of props if you have them. I've got 2 blankets here and 2 blocks. The blocks are optional. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. Let's start off with a little bit of pure breath. So pure breath, what you want to keep in mind is it is silent, continuous, even, and smooth. So let's get settled in our seats. If you've got blankets or blocks and you want to sit on top of them, just to make sure that your hips are a little bit higher than your knees. If you've got tight hamstrings, go ahead and do that. Take a full deep breath into the belly. Exhale, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the weight of your body settling into the mat, almost like you're a bag of sand melting into the ground. And just kind of notice any movement you're feeling in the body, any energy flowing, maybe the heart beating, the rise and fall of the chest. Gathering all of your attention in this present moment. And we'll mindfully ease our way into that pure breath, ensuring that your inhales are just as long as your exhales. So it might sound something like breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Doing your best to keep the breath continuous, so your inhales leading into your exhales leading into the inhales, without pausing in between. Noticing any bumps, hitches, or uncertainty in the breath. And smoothing them out, cycle by cycle. Maybe relaxing the jaw a little, softening the eyebrows. Allowing your muscles to melt off the bones. When you're ready, you can leave the eyes closed if you'd like, or keep them open, whatever feels good. You're just going to walk your hands forward in front of you and stop where it feels not painful, but comfortably uncomfortable. If you've got blocks, you can grab one of them and set it up to the highest level. So this is your lowest level, this is your mid-level, and this is your highest level. You want it on the highest level in front of you. And maybe you'll rest your head on the block, keeping the arms stretched out in front of you. And we're breathing in this posture. We'll be here for a little while. So what I'm going to invite you to do is to keep your sits bones on the floor. Ensure that you're able to breathe fully and deeply into your lower back. If you're not able to breathe fully and deeply into the lower back, I'm going to invite you to press up out of that stretch just a little bit Maybe you'll walk yourself back on your hands just a little bit. Until you can get that full inhale, full exhale. Just noticing where there is resistance in the body. Gently placing your awareness there. And giving that place in the body permission to soften. Soften the eyebrows. Imagine your scalp loosening away from your skull. Let the shoulders melt away from the ears. Maybe even taking a slight rock side to side on the forehead. Breathing deeply, allowing the floor to carry your weight. Unclenching any muscle that you don't need to hold you in this posture. I'll take one more full breath here. Followed by an inhale, walking yourself back up to seated. Clasp your hands behind you, make a fist. And on a full deep breath in, press the fist down and away from you. Open the shoulders to the ceiling. Separate your palms, but keep the fingers interlaced. Maybe look up at the ceiling. Exhale, coming back to center. You're going to take the block if you've got one. And you're going to place it underneath your knee. Sort of. Now you can choose whether you want it on the highest setting, mid setting, or lowest setting. It can be at your knee or your calf, whatever feels good. Full deep breath in, coming up onto your sits bones. If you don't have a block, don't worry, just do this as if there's no block. Take a full deep breath into the belly. And on your exhale, fold over that extended leg. Now you have the option here of taking another block on the highest setting and resting it just above your thigh. Head on the block. Sorry, just above your knee. Head on the block. And just like in all our postures that we'll do today, you want to make sure that wherever you are, you're able to breathe deeply and fully into the lower belly. Referring to that pure breath we started off with, making sure that the breath is smooth, silent, continuous, and even. Being aware of any hitches, any snags, or any uncertainty in your breathing, and gently encouraging those to smoothen out. Also noticing any resistance you're feeling in the body, possibly in the hamstrings, possibly the lower back. maybe even your neck. And you're just gonna adjust yourself to give those places a little bit more space. And direct the breath to invite those spaces to relax. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. If your jaw is clenched, gently release it. Soften the fingers, the toes, the eyeballs in their socket. One more big deep breath in. And on the exhale, side out, make a sound. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Removing the block from the top of the leg. And you're gonna switch legs here. So gently lean back, put your palms behind you, lean back onto the palms, bend that extended leg, fold it, and then you're gonna extend the bent leg. And you'll do the same thing on the other side. Maybe you have it on the lowest, medium, or highest position. And you'll just rest it wherever is comfortable underneath that leg. Maybe you have it under the thigh, under the knee, or under the shin. Shin, calf. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna take the second block and rest it on top of the thigh. If that feels good, you don't have to. If you want, you can have your hands just rested on the floor beside you. Take a big deep breath in, elongate the spine. Exhale, fold over the extended leg. Forehead on the block if you're using one. And just like before, coming into our conscious connective breathing or pure breath. Keeping the inhales just as long as the exhales. Keeping the breath silent, continuous, and smooth along with that evenness of the inhales being just as long as the exhales. Sending breath into the back body, sending breath into the back of the thigh. Relaxing the shoulders away from your ears. If you're holding, gripping, or clenching anywhere, give yourself permission to let go. That could be your teeth being clenched. It could be your cheeks. Give it back to earth. Let that head be heavy. Bend your knees. Take a full deep breath in. And on your exhale, side out. Inhale, walk yourself back up to seated. Remove the top block. Bend that foot. Remove the bottom block. And you're gonna meet me laying down on your back. We're gonna take one of the blankets you have. I'm gonna use this one. And roll it. You're rolling it to go right between, hi AP, what's up? Between the base of your skull and your shoulder, top of your shoulder. So you're kind of making a little pillow to rest your neck on. Thank you, Halad. And with the second blanket, you're also going to make a hot dog, but it's going to be a lengthwise hot dog. Okay. So the second pillow is where your spine will go. I'm actually going to make this a shorter hot dog. And the first pillow is where your neck will go. So I'm going to sit on the bottom of my second, did I say pillow or blanket? I don't know. I'm going to sit on the bottom of my second blanket and gently lower myself down onto it, and then place the first blanket right where I need it, under my neck, making it as thick as I need it to be to sit really well in that crevice. And then extend the feet out under you. Open the arms wide on either side of you. I'm actually gonna lower this. And you'll kind of have to adjust it a little bit to how it feels comfortable for you. Trust me, you'll know the sweet spot when you get there. I want you to take a big deep breath in once you've found that spot. Exhale, take up as much space as you can. Soften the belly. Open your heart towards the ceiling. And I know there's a blanket in between you and the ground right now, but imagine you are still giving all of your weight to the ground. And we're returning to our pure breath here. So breathing deeply into the belly. Go ahead and bend the knees so that your full spine is connected to the blanket. Breathing deeply into the belly, keeping the breath silent, even, smooth, and continuous. Now you might feel some discomfort in the lower back here. And that's okay as long as it's not painful. If you want, you can tilt the pelvis up towards the ceiling and then tilt it away from you, and do that a couple times before you bring it back to neutral. Keeping that breath even, keeping it smooth. Remembering there's nowhere to be in this moment, but right here. Nothing to do at this time, but breathe. Just a few more cycles of breaths in this posture. Last big deep breath in. And on the exhale, roll over to one side. Keep your neck blanket with you. Bend the knees. Remove the long blanket from under you, or the spine blanket. That's what I'll call it, the spine blanket. Sorry, I had earphones in. I'm gonna take them out. Okay. And take a full deep breath in. On the exhale, keeping the knees over to whichever side you rolled onto, you're gonna open the opposite arm to the opposite side and follow that arm with your head. Full deep breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, see if you can look over towards that arm a little bit further. With every inhale, we lengthen. And with every exhale, we twist. I lost a mic. I just found it. I'm so sorry, stream. Your mic fell off and I had no idea. Notice your breath and where it's going at this time. The way it comes in through the nostrils, kisses the back of the throat, travels down the spine to fill the belly before leaving the same way it came. Take a full deep breath in, last one in this posture, and when you exhale, go ahead and bring that arm back in towards you, kind of hugging yourself back into your fetal position. We'll take 3 deep breaths here before we move over to the other side. One last big deep breath. On your next inhale, bringing yourself back to center. Knees bent towards the ceiling, palms resting on either side of you. Full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. Full breath in this time, lifting the feet off the ground. Do not grab the knees or shins. Exhale, twist both knees over to the opposite side of the room. And allow your shoulders and head to follow, bringing you into a fetal position. Full deep breath in here. And then a full exhale to soften. On the next inhale, open the chest towards the opposite side of those knees. Extend the arm. Excuse me. Yawning is good. It means you're down regulating. Big stretch. Breathing deeply into the belly, lower belly. Elongating the spine with that inhale. And with your exhale, pull belly button towards your spine, twisting over towards the extended arm. We'll take one more deep breath here. And on the exhale, curling back into your fetal position. Once again, we'll take 3 deep breaths in this posture. And then roll over onto your back once again. We're gonna try supported bridge. So grabbing a block if you've got one. You have the option of using a blanket for this as well if you'd like to use a blanket instead of a block. What you're going to do is this block is going to go under your lower back, essentially. Let me take this off so you can see. It's going under the lower back. I highly suggest you do it on the 2nd or 3rd setting to get the full benefits of this. I'm going to do it on the 2nd setting. So, actually, let me lay down first. Lay down, blanket under your neck, and then grab the block. You can start at the 2nd setting. Of course, if the 1st is the best for you, go ahead. Whatever feels good for you, do that. I'm gonna start on the 2nd setting, and it's right under my lower back. It's almost, what's the best place I can say this is at? It's almost like right in between the spot where your back ends and your butt starts. And I'm gonna extend my legs straight out in front of me. You can have the legs as wide apart as you'd like or as close together. Extend the arms out beside you. Oh my God, that feels so great. Palms facing upwards. Taking full deep breaths into the belly. Maybe extending the exhales for 2 seconds longer than you usually would. Might feel some motion happening in the lower belly, in the intestines. Softening the shoulders, relax your feet and fingers. Allow yourself to be as heavy as wet sand. Maybe humming out those exhales to stimulate the vagus nerve and assist in down regulating the nervous system. This is too overwhelming, this feeling. Feel free to remove the block. That's okay. We'll do a couple more breath cycles, maybe 3. Last one. On the inhale, bend the knees. On the exhale, press the heels into the mat, squeeze the perineum, squeeze your glutes, lift the hips up off the ground, big stretch, send the knees towards the front of the room, elongating your quadriceps, getting into the front hip muscles. Remove the block. Exhale, lower yourself gently back down onto the ground. Walk the feet wider than hips width distance apart. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Let the knees fall over to the left side. You're going to take one of your blocks, put it on whichever setting feels good. High, medium, low. You're just going to rest it underneath the top knee. I'm going to have mine on medium. And it's under the top knee. That way you can give your weight to the block. On this side, and get a nice big lengthening in the front of the right hip. Yawning is okay. Yawning is great. Ooh. We won't stay in this one too long. We don't want to overstretch that hip muscle. So take a full deep breath in. Knees come back to center. Leave the block where it is. See if that's aligned for you. And when you exhale, let the knees fall over to the right side of the room. Chances are the block will be underneath that left knee. But if not, just kind of use your hands, prop yourself up, and adjust to get the block where you need it. I need it right there. Oh, that's perfect. On an angle is perfect for me. Block on a tiny angle. Tiny like diagonal angle. Oh my God. Cheat code. Hacked. Unlocked. Full deep breath in. Elongate the spine. Exhale. Turn off any muscle you don't need right now. Ooh, my left side is tighter than my right. Check in with yourself. Check in with whether one side feels tighter than the other. If you're not able to take full deep breaths in this posture, you know the drill. Just back out of it a little bit. Maybe raise that top leg towards the sky to lessen the sensation in the inner hip. Inner hip, is that a thing? No, it's not. In the front of the hip. Beautiful. One last big deep breath in. And one last sigh out. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. If you've got blocks, you're going to take 2 of them this time. It looks like it hurts. It doesn't, I promise. And you're going to put them on either side of your knees for reclined butterfly. So you're just going to bring the feet to kiss, the bottoms of your feet to kiss. And you have the option of which setting you have the block on. So you can have it on medium, you can have it on low, you can have it on high. But you're just going to rest them underneath the knees. And you can have your diamond shape or your butterfly as close to your body. So with the heels as close to your body as is comfortable, or as far away from the body as is comfortable. You also have the option here of having a blanket to support your lower back. If that feels good, grab a blanket, put it underneath the lower back, like so, like that. And then open up that butterfly. Arms you can have open as wide as you want to, palms facing upwards. Or you can have one hand on the chest, one hand on the lower belly, right between the pubic bone and belly button. Notice here any resistance that you're feeling in the inner thighs. It might feel good actually to have the blocks under your thighs instead of your knees. This is one of my favorite restorative poses. I love it because I feel like it gets into my hips and my inner thighs, and it takes pressure off my lower back, and it just feels really good. Keeping that breath smooth, noticing any hitches, any uncertainty, ironing them out with your awareness. Seeing if you can lengthen the inhales and exhales, maybe 4 seconds longer than usual. Getting in extra oxygen to deeper corners of the lungs and expelling extra carbon dioxide from deeper crevices of the lungs. Let's go 3 more breath cycles here on your own time. Deep breath in, bend the knees to face the ceiling, feet flat on the mat. Exhale, make any adjustments you need to make. Take another inhale, bring the blanket down under your butt, bend the knees in towards you, do not grab them. And you're just gonna rock side to side along the blanket. Soothing back massage. Keep breathing into that belly and into that back, especially the lower back. When you exhale, almost imagine there's dark orange smoke coming out of your lower back, just being released from the vertebrae there. Open the knees to either sides of your shoulders. And you have the option to stay here and hang out. It should feel really, really good in your inner. Why do I keep saying inner hips? That's not a thing. I don't think. In the front of your hips, you can stay here if this is good and just keep going with your pure breath. Or if you'd like, you can go ahead into the full expression of happy baby, grabbing on to the outer sides of your feet with your hands and just rocking back and forth. Heels to the ceiling, knees in the direction of the mat. They don't have to be touching the mat, but maybe taking some rotations in the ankles. Maybe bending one knee and extending next the feet, and then alternating. All right, last deep breath in. On the exhale, bring the knees in to meet each other. Lower the feet down onto the mat. You could keep the blanket here if you want, or you could remove it, whatever feels good. We're setting up for our final resting pose, Shavasana. So if you want, you can keep the blanket at your neck. If you want, you can cover yourself with one of the blankets. If you want, you can have one under your back or your butt. Under your knees is a good spot as well. Go ahead and make sure your shoulder blades are tucked neatly behind your rib cage. Full deep breath into the belly. Squeeze all your muscles. Squeeze your fists, squeeze your toes, squeeze your eyes, scrunch your nose. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. And when you exhale, audibly sigh it out. Release everything. Take up as much space as you need to. Bring your breathing to normal. Relax your pelvis into the mat. Let your pelvic bowl be heavy, like a dumbbell on the ground. Your heels are heavy. Your calves, thighs, hips, rib cage, shoulders, elbows, wrists, the back of your skull, all heavy, imprinting into the ground beneath you. Get out any last fidgets that you might have. If the eyes are open, bring them to a soft close. And notice what your breath is doing. Where is it going? Where is it coming from? How far can you track the breath in the body? How deep is the breath? How shallow is it? How long? How short? How intense or subtle? Keep breathing while I get the bows ready for a sound bath. Deepen the breath now. Feeling your lungs fill, the bottom of the lungs, the chest, the collarbones. Noticing the air on your skin, your clothes on your skin, every point of contact you're making with the ground beneath you. Bringing your consciousness back into the room, wiggling your fingers, maybe your toes, maybe bending your knees, rotating the ankles, the wrists. Taking a big stretch overhead, keep your eyes closed. Rolling over onto one side, breathing there. Using the top hand to press yourself up to seated, eyes still closed. Finding a comfortable seat. Big deep breath in, arms come up overhead, interlace the fingers, flip the palms down and around to the ceiling for a nice big stretch. Exhale, hug yourself. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today. Thank your body for being able to follow your command. Thank your breath for revitalizing you with oxygen and carrying away waste. Bring the palms to meet at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.